The Thunder with 68 regular season wins. Can we see the Thunder win their 84th game of the season against the Indiana Pacers? It's Indiana Pacers. That's gematria of the 84th win of the season for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're winning the title without Kevin Durant. The New York Knicks must trade for Kevin Durant to get over the hump of losing against the Indiana Pacers. It is SGA, that is from Canada. It is Siakam that won the title for Canada in 2019 up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the NBA Finals. It's Seattle, by the way, where the Thunder used to come from. Seattle 19 and then Shai's 19, and Canada and Siakam won the title in 2019. Up against Tyrese Halliburton, and it's SGA, that's from Hamilton, Ontario. Well, Hamilton is gematria of Tyrese and gematria of Ontario. The Pacers would make it to the finals 25 years later after losing against the LA Lakers. In Indy is gematria 25. And 25 is the owner, Herb Simon, of the Pacers. The NBA Finals does begin on June the 5th. Simon is gematria 29 and OKC is gematria 29. OKC and Oklahoma City have gematria 52, and it's also Indy that's gematria 52. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be winning the 79th NBA Finals in the history of the NBA. And it's the Supersonics that last won the title in the year 79. The Pacers and the Thunder played on March 29th, and the finals begins 68 days later. And 68 is the championship number. 68 is the amount of wins in the regular season for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, SGA's gematria 27, and Game 1 would occur 2 months and 7 days after that game against the Pacers. In gematria, it's the Pacers. That's gematria of Game 1 of the finals, 9 weeks and 5 days after playing the Thunder. Now, Thunder's gematria 90, and the owner is 90 years of age. And remember, the Thunder are going to win 33 games against the East. Herb is gematria 33. NBA Finals is gematria 33. NBA is as boring as it gets. The Thunder are such a predictable champion. You may as well not even watch. Game-winning layup, April 29th. Clearly, this guy was meant to make the finals this year, and Jalen Brunson is a psychological operation. The NBA Finals against Oklahoma City 5 weeks and 2 days later. It's also Indy, that's gematria 52. 37 is... Well, 1 month and 7 days would be NBA, and this is the Thunder's 17th season in their history. Who knows why they want Pacers and Thunder? It really don't make any sense. I think we got to look at the coach of the Thunder. But clearly, Kevin Durant's a big giant joke, and the Thunder are going to win without him. That's what the script calls for. I already decoded all this nonsense associated with the psychological operation of the walls. I know Indiana connections with the coach of the Thunder. Caruso's from Texas. He doesn't have any Thunder connections. Who could have seen that coming? A very boring NBA Finals. The commissioner must be fired. Game 1 of the Finals on June the 5th. The commissioner has to be fired. There's no other way around it. He has to be fired immediately, effective right now. This was a boring matchup. And this is certainly not what the fans would like to watch. This is certainly not what people like better matchups. 47 days from the start of the playoffs to June the 5th, 6 weeks, 5 days. Yeah, it's Oklahoma City. 47 days would simply be OKC Thunder in abbreviations. But remember, he started out with Sacramento. Trade on the 39th day. He beats New York to win the East. New York is 39, obviously. February the 8th was the date. 2022, right? This is gay as hell. This is gay. Clearly, the Knicks ain't supposed to make it to the finals until Kevin Durant is there. But Indiana's in the finals 3 years in the 4th month later. Indiana is Gematria 34. Let's just go ahead to June the 9th, right? The finals are in motion. 3 years, 4 months would be Gematria of Indiana back in the NBA finals. Kevin Durant, the Thunder going to win without Kevin Durant. Well, Kevin is Gematria of Indy making it to the finals 25 years later. No 52-year title drought up against the Pacers in the finals. Indiana 52. I'm not ruling out a Knicks comeback. I still have the Pacers against the Clippers in 2020. I don't give a damn what they be talking about. Clearly, the Knicks need Kevin Durant to beat the Indiana Pacers. There's no other way around it. They need him to beat the Indiana Pacers, Kevin Durant. At least this appears apparently the NBA has some big nemesis going on. The Indiana Fever have hers truly, Clark up the Fever, Caitlin Clark, and then the Pacers in the finals. How much time from the time that she was drafted to her debut to the championship is what I would like to know. Apparently, what I'd like to know. The Thunder, their second title in their fifth finals appearance. Indy, 25. So apparently, they're saving the Knicks. They're saving the Knicks for 2027.